shit game. Bonk. Bonk. All right, welcome back to the Board Game Closet. My name's Jimmy.
I'm Rod.
If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, click the button and subscribe, and every single Thursday we'll give you a brand new video review about a board game.
Right.
And we'll tell you if we think you should buy it, play it, or hate it. Or break it.
Exactly.
Buy it, play it, hate it is our simple rating system that we came up with, where we try to tell you if you should. Green, go buy the game and add it to your collection. White means maybe you wouldn't buy it, but you'd play somebody else's copy. And then red means
run away.
Run away. You hate it. Don't spend your money. And we like to give our rating right up front. That way we can spend the whole video just telling you why we think that you should buy it, play it, or hate it.
Exactly.
So today we're going to review Bonk. This was sent to us by Competo.
Yeah.
The same company that made
Klask,
which is one of our most watched videos.
Right.
So check that out if you're interested. This company right here, this big old box of Klask. And it's a cool little magnetic game.
Right, and we love that game, and so we'll see what we think about this one.
Yeah, let's check out Bonk. So, all right, so get your die ready, and then reveal.
And over. Oh, we got
two greens. I didn't see what you had.
I know, my big thumb in the way.
two greens, so two guys that said buy it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the game and what it is and why that we think that you should buy it. First off, it is made out of wood. It's a wooden game. There's no moving parts to the game. It's no mechanisms or anything like that. Everything that you have is wood. It's just these pieces. It comes in the box like that, and then you place the pegs in.
Got the wooden ball, got the bearings. And we're rolling the bearings up to hit the ball.
That's it. And so there's nothing that's really going to break or get broken or jammed or anything like that. It's just, it's all non-moving parts.
Yeah, and the quality, first of all, just of the product itself, it looks really good. I mean, there's nothing that you're going to get any type of...
splinter.
Yeah, everything's well done. I think it's even like coated with that wax kind of covering.
It feels
But just
nice.
everything's just well done on this. Everything's quality. That's the one thing I really noticed about it.
It reminds me of that old game that I played when I was a kid called Spitfire or
Crossfire.
Crossfire, that's it. And back in the day, you kept pulling the trigger and it would fire. It's a very similar feel to that, but there's no moving parts to it, so nothing's ever going to break on you.
And the thing about so this is a 2 to 4 player game. I like this a 4 player game more than a 2 player, because as a 2 player, there's so much going on, and I'm just not that good at doing it. But as a 4 player, a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming,
A lot of yelling,
a lot of cheering, a lot of booing. it all happens, and that's what I like about the game.
Yeah,
Energizing.
Well, the first time you play this game, and we're going to show you here in a second how all that works, but the first time you play, and then you're like, oh yeah, yeah, let's do this again.
And then you're building up teams, you're playing against each other and trying to do better than others, and it's really darn neat. I mean, it's funny because like Klask did the same thing. Remember, it kind of looked at it and kind of, it looks like all right game, looks like it was well made. But I just didn't see where it was going to be that appealing. And then when you started playing it, you really got into it. And that was a 2-player game. Now we got a 4-player game. Very simple on what it is and what you do, but it's just a lot of fun.
The only negative might be, and this really isn't a negative, is that people almost might get too loud playing this game.
Yeah. This is a really good game, I think, when you have like a get-together and right at the beginning, just to kind of get the evening going. You spend 20, 30 minutes and playing this, and people are just all fired up and, just going.
Yeah, so let's show you how to play the game.
Sure.
So you got this little wooden ball that goes in the middle. There's a little divot there, and it sits right in the middle. The board game is slanted or bowed, I guess. And so if it gets off a little bit, it is going to automatically roll towards a corner. The goal is to get the ball into your opponent's goal, I guess is what you call it. And it's got to touch. There's a little point down here. It's got to go all the way down and touch that point. If you do it, then you move your marker up 1, and you've scored a point. You put it back in the middle and you keep going. The way that you move it is just really simple. You have these 3 ball bearings that you start the game, and all the ball bearings have to start in the thing, and the rules say you have to say 3, 2, 1, bonk, and you high five, which is a little goofy, but you get into it. And then you reach in, and the rules say you can only take 1 at a time.
Instead of like the handful that I do have.
Yeah, and then you just let it go. And then you just keep going.
And you try to stop it, and it's just so much. And the thing is that it's with 4 players especially, but it's so fast, and it's just it's just a blast. I mean, you have to have decent aim, and you can't cheat, which I'm bad about cheating, especially with these, because you want to grab, all of them.
But the best tension in the whole game is when the ball gets right here.
Right.
And so the rules say that you can't just reach out and grab a ball bearing from someone else's location. You can only get it from behind the black line.
Right.
So the ball is right there, and you can't do anything about it.
Right.
Or the ball, somehow, I don't even know how it works, but the ball will end up right here and will be stuck. It won't move. I don't even know how that works physics-wise.
Right. Because it's bowed, so it should be falling right into the goal.
But I promise you, it gets right there, and somehow you can drop that marble in and knock that thing out. And so people think they've got a sure goal, and they don't get it.
So it's so much fun. I mean, it's fun to watch. It's fun to play. I mean, when you see that thing coming down here, you just know it's going to score, and then all of a sudden somebody hits a good one and bounces it, and it goes all over the place. It is a lot of fun.
And there is strategy, like 2 players, so one person could be the defense guy, and one person could be the offense guy, or and then halfway through you throw out all your plans because it's not going the way you want it to.
And then it's just, when it's over here and it's just trying so hard to hit it, you're missing every 2 seconds. It's it's pretty exciting. So I mean, I don't know, to think of this, it reminds me of all the games that when I was young, not all games, but there was a line of games like you're saying. In that day, Crossfire was almost as big as this table, but it was there were large games like that available, and you just don't see this type of game anymore. And this is just fantastic.
I feel like if you had this on the table and then Klask next to it, I mean, and we did it that night. We had them both out on the table at the same time we were playing.
Sure.
2 different experiences, but really the same end result.
Sure.
Where just guys are cheering and screaming, and you're watching, and you get into it. It's just a lot of fun.
It is. I mean, and like I said, I mean, I'm not going to play all night long with it, but it is such a good way to start it or end the evening. It's just really neat, and it's well made, and I think this is a game that's going to come to the table a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will be one that you get asked to bring over a lot. Yep. Guys will come to the house and they'll say, "Hey, what's that?" And you're like, "Here we go.
Exactly.
Let's do this. Let's play some Bonk."
Sure.
So the name is cheesy to me, but it doesn't matter once you get into it. Bonk. Let's just go.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. This is definitely a buy.
Yeah, this is a buy. Yeah, there you go. So that's our review of Bonk. We got a lot more reviews on our website, BoardGameCloset.com. We also have an audio podcast if you're into that, where we interview designers and game publishers, all that kind of stuff. And as always,
support your local hobby shop.
Do it.
All right.